another label, wish they would assign me. You don't want no problems, want no problems with me. You don't want no problems, want no problems with me. Just another day, another song, and another show. Walk up on the stage and the crowd be like, there she go. You don't want no problems, want no problems with me. You don't want no problems, want no problems with me. Just another day, another song, and another show. Walk up on the stage and the crowd be like, there she go. Ooh, I be grinding, writing songs, doing gigs in the studio, recording every day. That's how it is. 2 jobs up late all night, no sleep. Got a show, hit the crib, change clothes. That's how it be. Life of an artist, trying to get signed, y'all. Ain't gon' let no label rob me of my shine, yo. Not me, yo. You can keep those contracts, that's whack, not me, yo. You don't want no problems with me. You don't want no problems with me. Just another day, another song, and another show. Walk up on the stage and the crowd be like, there she go. You don't want no problems with me. You don't want no problems with me. Just another day, another song, and another show. Walk up on the stage and the crowd be like, there she go. Yep, I be busy pushing records on my own. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, videos. Like me, follow me on social media. Labels want you to have 1,000,000 followers. Won't sign me, don't mind me. I do the work on my own independently. I'ma keep trying, I'ma keep shining. Putting work every day, stay grinding. Life of an artist, tryna get signed, y'all. Ain't gon' let no label rob me of my shine, yo. Not me, yo. You can keep those contracts, that's what, not me, yo. You don't want no problems with me. You don't want no problems with me. Just another day, another song, and another show. Walk up on the stage and the crowd be like, there she go. You don't want no problems with me. You don't want no problems with me. Just another day, another song, and another show. Walk up on the stage and the crowd be like, there she go. If one more label try to stop me, it'll be another label, wish they would assign me. You don't want no problems with me. You don't want no problems with me. If one more label try to stop me, it'll be another label, wish they would assign me. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Hey, man.
Good day.
What's good, people?
Oh my goodness.
What's good, beautiful people?
Absolutely. How are thou doing? Let's just talk with that. You know, it's been some beautiful weather lately.
Man, the weather has been amazing.
Absolutely. There's been some milestones that's been happening with music as well that we're going to kind of get into as well. But since this is our 5th show already? It's
Yes, time is going by quick.
like what in the world?
Man, we're
It's
doing
like
it's so much. It's so
We're
much
even
fun.
booked for artists all the way up until June now.
June, yeah.
Like that's an amazing feeling. I mean, that's definitely totally awesome. But
Yeah.
what is our mission? Like we've talked about this numerous of times, and we want to keep on talking about the IAG movement. Basically, our mission is to encourage, provide, support, provide a welcoming platform for independent artists to share their independent artistry, and that's what IAG is about. So we all,
Yeah.
as independent artists, have goals that we most certainly aspire to achieve, and that is what that's what IAG is, independent artist goals.
Yep.
And so we're here, absolutely, to support everyone who has them. Let's just take a quick moment. Unfortunately, we got the news that, Charlie Murphy passed away today from leukemia, and I just can't believe that is really what, is going on. So
I didn't even know he was battling with it.
Yeah, so I mean, it's one of those kind of things that's like, I think people kind of keep some of their health conditions to themselves, and I most certainly understand that. And but he most certainly was extremely funny, right?
Oh,
Everyone
yeah.
talks about
Man,
the
right.
Prince.
He was the best storyteller ever.
Unity.
Like his storytelling was amazing.
What did you say,
Prince-
Jeff?
Unity.
Listen.
I'm Charlie Murphy.
Say to the face, Charlie Murphy.
Listen, I hope they have
Cocaine
IHOP on
is a
deck.
terrible drug.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Yeah.
he gonna be up there with Prince and Rick James.
Yeah.
Oh,
They gonna have a
wow.
whole gang of news stories.
I guarantee they probably going to clown Charlie for
Charlie.
all things that he was going for them for. So that's
he's
definitely
amazing.
a good thing. So most certainly our respects are out to the Murphy family, and we are grateful for all the things that Charlie has done in the comedy area. And he's an independent artist as well. I mean,
Yeah.
there was no label that he was signed to. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely, we most certainly go out. Our prayers and everything go out to the family. And then just terms of other things that are coming on deck, I do want to kind of break the news, the announcement of the partnership with Mushi Band, which is a trombone player, right?
Nice.
And myself, and so I'll be on the ticket at the Carlisle May 5th, which is
Ooh,
Right,
congratulations!
I know, I kinda said it on humble.
Clap it up for that. Yes.
yeah, clap.
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 Oh yes, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
glad we're
Congratulations. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So what's the date again?
So black.
Oh, okay, May 5th.
May
right?
5th.
and tickets are only $25.
That's a Friday night.
Friday.
Friday.
Yes, I
on
love
Friday.
how you
Friday night.
Friday night.
Just got paid.
Right. Well, pray for that payment.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, that's a great way to kind of continue on the May 3rd birthday.
Oh, that's just gonna. Your
It's
birthday
your
week is gonna be
birthday.
amazing.
Yeah, it's like 31, man. Listen.
Ooh. Ooh, 31, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, it's official. I'm officially old now. Like,
Oh, okay.
Damn. I
wouldn't
wonder what that says.
Older.
Wonder what that
Older.
says about me.
you're wiser. T, that's all that states is that you're much wiser. You're stronger.
I'm stronger.
Yes, absolutely.
Try to
That's
clean
what-
that up right quick. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, in other news. No shade whatsoever.
No, I know.
I have mad love for you both, my co-hosts. So let's talk about, let's not have the shade. So Torian, where can people find you on Instagram?
Yes, you can find me on Instagram at TL Lovin LUVAN Life.
Okay. All right.
I'm getting fancy.
You are. And then we have those that are very unique to us that are here in the studio. Miss Bevan.
Yes, you can find me at Miss, that's MS_BE_YOU_NIQUE. That's Miss B. Down
Listen.
on my name.
No, that's love right there.
all-
That's unique in itself.
But that's completely unique.
Yeah.
Very unique. That's what my mama named me.
Hey, no haterization to the mamas out here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I dig it.
Okay,
I dig it.
absolutely not. But listen, let's talk about these shirts, right? We have been getting a lot of requests for the t-shirts. I'm actually wearing one tonight
Show them what you're working with.
right here.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, did I get a little ooh? Absolutely. Well, thank you. Well, they're only $20 and $20 and they're on pre-sale, pre-order. What? I mean, what you,
Early in the
We
show.
got our call.
we didn't even say the studio hotline number tonight yet.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, caller.
I was trying to. I hope I'm not live.
Yeah. It says
are
that you're
live.
live. It's the IAG radio show. Oh.
No.
Oh,
Well-
no, that wasn't for us.
Mistakes
Well,
happen, and
oh,
it's all
man.
right.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Hope we're not live. Well, we are live. And actually, you can tune in every Wednesday
For sure.
at 8:10 p.m.
And if you
on
want to call-
www.elife.media. And if you want to call us here at IAG Radio Show,
240-455-5934.
What's that again? 240.
455-5934.
Awesome.
You do that so lovely.
You know,
I try.
very nice, very nice, very nice.
Don't you
And
do-
so, as we were saying, the shirts and the paraphernalia most certainly has been on demand. And this is how people have been asking, how can we support the IAG movement? And this most certainly is one of the ways that you can support the movement is by wearing a show. I mean, showing on your back.
Yeah. And people are
Wearing
like, what's
the show.
that? Actually, I had my shirt on this past weekend. And people were like, "Oh, what's that? What's that? What's that? What's IAG?" And I was just like, and I liked it. I liked it.
You liked the
know? I liked
inquiry.
it. Yeah. It's like, let me tell you.
Let me give you a little synopsis.
And they were
And
like,
here's this
then she was like, "Well, I'm a poet."
Well, all
I
right.
was like, "All right." I was like, "Well, let me get your
slide
information."
in my car.
I'm not even going to talk about the shade that I just felt that came from that comment. But
No,
yes.
no. That's love right there. I was like, yeah,
Let me slide you my business card.
yeah.
My business. Yeah. Well, we have those shirts on sale for you guys.
Yes.
Most certainly,
Yeah,
you can
pre-sale.
follow us on IAG Radio Show, where we are on all social media platforms, and we are growing and expanding because of you and your support. And we're excited tonight that we have the Justin Featherstone
Yep.
in the building. You know, the bloggers photographer hashtag.
Hey, hey.
Yep.
Okay, Olot Photography. You know, Justin is a great friend to me. When I was starting out, I mean, I'll talk about it more, but the hustle, the passion, and everything is real. He's timely. You know, one thing that I'm not, but he most certainly is. And you know, timing is everything. And he has been on time with all the things that he's been achieving lately. And we are so glad and honored that he was able to stop on by.
Most definitely.
You know, this evening, and he'll be on later to talk about all things that he's doing and the transitions that he made in terms of making this, you know, his full-time passion.
Look forward to it. Look forward to
Absolutely,
it.
most certainly. But Bevan, what else has been going on in the news, though?
In this week's news, let me tell y'all about your girl, Janet, Miss Jackson, if you nasty.
Hey,
She
listen.
pulled a real nasty.
I don't know if it was really that nasty, though.
Look how
Like,
she
let's
did it
be
all.
real.
Look how
Okay,
she did it all.
everybody has business deals. Okay,
Look now.
Yeah.
He said, I give you $5 million. You stay for 5
Wait,
years.
Pause. Hold on. What is this accent? This accent.
It just
accent's
came.
real.
I'm sorry, but that's what it sounds like in my head.
500 million. Yeah, 500
Wait,
million.
pause. Listen.
Yes, 500. It's 500 million
500 million
for
5 years.
Yep.
She said, "Oh,
I'm gonna do that.
We're gonna be together forever, and I'm gonna give you a baby."
Yep.
Then she said, "Tick, tick, 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 tick." Hey, 5 years, 2 months. Give me my money. Give my money. Give my
Yep.
money right now. Right now. And I got your baby.
I
Child
know.
support forever.
The big thing is like they were like, you know, Janet's she's so iconic. Can she really be a gold digger? Can she really be classified as a
I mean,
gold
let's be real.
I
Janet
ain't
most
saying
certainly
you a
had her
gold
own
digger.
wealth.
She definitely
Messing with
does.
no broke.
Right. She had there, and so he just gave her a different platform,
She just
exposure.
that was the glow up of the month.
For sure.
Glow up of the month goes to Janet, Miss Jackson, if you nasty.
Yeah.
She
Okay.
glowed up for sure.
She's definitely.
And also, we have to talk about our IAG Ultimate Goal Chance. You know, my man. Every moment, every chance I get a chance to talk about Chance. You know, I'm gonna do that. Chance had something really amazing happen, and it wasn't even anything that he directly did.
Okay.
So I was, you know, trolling
Perusing.
online. I call it trolling. I was
Okay.
trolling a little
like
bit.
Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Snapchat. I can't even say it right.
So, Eddie Vedder, he's the lead singer of Pearl Jam. Very iconic band. Like, literally everybody knows Pearl Jam.
Okay.
They were just inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Congratulations to them. In his acceptance speech, he shouted out Chance. And not even for music, for his philanthropy. Like,
Dang.
how amazing is that? How
Right.
amazing is that something that you do outside of your passion gets you notoriety from somebody of this stature?
Yeah.
Like, that's such a great thing. He shouted him out. He was like, "My daughter loves you."
And like-
it was amazing. I was happy
Right.
for him. I was crying like I was his mom.
Yeah, like all on an
I'm so
independent
proud
level.
of you, Chancellor.
Yeah, I mean he's making extraordinary successes.
He is.
And there's no other way but to, you know, congratulate him and to discuss the things that he's doing. I mean, he's utilizing the platform, which is what everyone. That's the ideal way. I mean, that's the IAG movement right there.
right.
You know, you're affecting change while you're in the crevice of everything. It's not like he got all his millions and then he's like, you know what?
I want to do better for my community. It's while he's in the moment.
Yep.
He's making changes and moves while he's relevant.
Absolutely. I mean, you're 23, able to make $1 million donation pledge and match that. I mean, listen, there's companies that can't match. You know what I'm saying? 401ks.
Right.
So, listen,
Yeah.
I most certainly wouldn't be minding to be an intern of Chance the rapper.
They actually had that.
He was
looking for
one.
intern.
Absolutely.
He was looking. I mean,
They said this one guy did like a whole presentation. Like
I was trying to find the email address so I could submit my application. You know what I'm saying? Chance, I got over 10 years.
Absolutely. Okay, listen. That paycheck will be on time and right.
Honey, we be IAG rolling.
We're like, you got to take all of us with you.
Come on, y'all.
Right.
Moving on that.
Squad goals.
Right.
Really.
Squad.
For sure.
Absolutely. So what else is going on with, you know, you're in love with Kendrick in terms of his
I'm in
ability
love
to
with
rap
Kendrick. A little disappointed because like he played all his fans. You know, we were all geeked up for the album to drop last Friday. So
right.
he did that
Friday.
that Friday. He did that one single, and he shot out the 4/7 date, and it was just like, all right, that's when the album's gonna drop.
Maybe he'll drop on 420.
Nope. So he did. He was like, no. So the announcement was an announcement date. So the 4/7 was an announcement date that his album's going to drop 4/14. So it's going to be this Friday. This
Again,
Friday.
Friday.
So yeah, this Friday is going to drop 4/14. He actually just put out the name of the album's going to be Damn period. That's going to be
damn.
That's going to be the name of the album.
Yeah.
So he just dropped that today. That he was going to name that. And there's actually going to be a whole bunch of memes going around with the picture, the cover, because he has a cover photo and cover photo, and it has the damn dot on the top.
Okay.
But yeah, and if you're in the DC area, Songbird Music House is actually doing a music listening party for his album this Friday. So at Adams Morgan. So they're going to do a whole listening party for the whole album for Kendrick. So if you're in the area, go check it out, Songbird Music House. So since Kendrick didn't drop his album this past Friday,
Kendrick.
Right.
I did have a chance to listen to Mac Wilds, who's he's familiar to the show.
Hey,
Bev, I know you had an opportunity to talk with him last month.
I did.
So he seemed like a dope dude. If you haven't checked it out, the interview is on the IAG Instagram page.
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah, so IAG Radio Show Instagram page. Check out the interview Bev did with Mac Wilds.
Absolutely.
I was new to his music style. I'm known him as an actor, so I'm just like, all right, wasn't expecting music from him. So I was surprised.
Pleasantly.
And then just like, known from The Wire, and he does all the things. He's on Shots Fired with Sanaa Lathan, and in the Adele video. He's on that VH1 Breaks show.
Breaks, yeah, I like that show.
Yeah, and he goes by Tristan Wilds as a actor.
yes.
Tristan Wilds as an actor, and then Matt Wilds as a singer. But he does it all. He's a jack of all trades.
Absolutely.
He's from Staten Island, singer, songwriter, actor, record producer. He does everything. So he's been doing this thing since 2005. And so he's not new to this. One of the things, when I went back to look at the interview with Bev, he said, one of the things he said in it, he's like, he said, it is the time now for artists to be able to create freely and express themselves freely. And I think that he definitely accomplished that in this album that just came out. So the album's called After Hours. It's a 12-track project. He has songs on there with Tink called, there's one song, Tink, and she does,
I
which
love
is with
her.
Timberland.
Yeah.
She's like a rapper, singer, which I think she's gonna be the next Lauryn Hill. But he has a song with her called Sense, and he has a song with Kanye called Bonnie and Clyde.
All right,
and we're gonna play that in a little bit too.
True, absolutely.
And that song's like, it's very seductive. It has a nice smooth vibe to it. Definitely
But
one.
it's sexy.
It's
right?
sexy.
Yeah.
It's sexy.
Mac is like, listen.
He was like, let me get on my
I
grown
might
man
have
with
this baby
y'all.
face, right?
He wanted to get on his grown man with
But
y'all.
let's be real here. I'm grown as hell.
He beyond.
And I
grown.
need you all to know this. Like,
Yeah.
I can put it down.
Yeah, and that's what he's doing. That's what he's
Yeah.
doing in the album. The album is very sexy. Like, and I guess I was surprised because, you know, I'm thinking the actor, you know, I was just like, I don't know his music. I'm
Right.
just like, I'm thinking he's an actor and, you know, not familiar with his music. Adele, Hello video. I just was like, let me give it a shot.
Okay.
But his content and language in it, I'm just like, I was clutching my pearls. I was like, oh,
Like,
my
T
imaginary
clutched the
pearls.
T clutched the pearls.
Clutch my pearls.
Listen, honey.
So I was listening to the album. Actually, I was listening to it at work. I was like, "Whoa, this is not safe for
So
work."
let's
This
turn
is
it
not-
down.
Let's
Yeah,
turn
yeah,
it down and wait for after hours.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a very seductive, smooth, solid album. He's definitely giving Trey Songz a run for some competition. Yeah, Trey needs that competition. So if y'all are interested, check out Max Wild's album. It's called After Hours. It's definitely for after hours. So
Okay,
we're gonna play
sure.
this one song with him and Wale. So let's go check that out right
All right,
quick.
bet.
It's called
Sounds
Bonnie and Clyde. One more.
Hey, that was
one more
great.
song.
Independent artists, we most certainly want you to submit your music so that we can support you and share your music with the world.
For sure.
And a shout out to all of our viewers that are live with us right now. We
Watching us
appreciate you
tell our
and love
vision.
you. Yeah, and Sherry, shout out to our listener Sherry for even just mentioning. She said that this track that we just listened to was a a Take Six reference, and it's hey, keep it in the family. Aren't they related? I mean, most certainly.
Yeah.
So definitely, we all most certainly love that. But let's listen to some more music, and then before we get there, most certainly we will be having Justin Featherstone live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like that?
I do. I enjoyed that. That was actually Smino.
Oh.
Black Jupiter.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Jupiter's black, though. I think it's red, but whatever.
Well,
Aren't you so technical?
Dang. You know what I'm saying? I mean, damn, dots. Let's be real.
Damn that.
You're doing too much.
That. But no,
Okay.
that was Smino. That is his song, Black Jupiter. He is from St. Lou. He from the Lou and he proud. Hey, chicken head, chicken head. Look, I was just dancing slightly.
Okay.
But
Whole time.
he's actually currently on tour though.
Okay.
Like, he's going to be performing at the Broccoli City Music Festival on May 6th.
Yep.
And we'll have a show at the Songbird Music House on May 7th. So that's definitely something we are going to try to be at. So if you are interested, go check him out.
Yeah, most certainly. I mean, It was good music. And like we said, we love to support you. That is our passion. That is our purpose. That is our mission.
Yes.
Therefore, please submit your music, quality MP3s to iagradioshow@gmail.com. And we will create an opportunity for you to get that music out. You know what I'm saying? And that's all about. But you know what I'm really excited about right now?
What is it? What is it? Tell us.
There's somebody in the studio.
Who? I know you seen him in the studio.
True.
I know you seen him in. It's the top. Oh, I
No,
not messed up. My bad, y'all.
Around
And it's
the
photography,
video.
yes.
Okay, clearly. But hey, this is none other than the blogger's photographer,
Yeah.
Justin Featherstone.
Hello.
my gosh.
Thank you for that introduction.
Sure.
Really? Well, your voice is so like
Right.
Thank you for
Hey,
this
Justin.
introduction.
This-
Listen,
He giving me that Love Talk Slow Jams 93.9 back in the day joint.
Y'all crazy.
Hey, Edema.
yes, indeed.
Meanwhile, I can't stop looking at this monitor in here. I have not worked at one radio station. They had a monitor in this show. This is definitely
Shout out
upgrade.
E-Life Media.
E-Life
y'all doing
Media,
it
most
big in
certainly.
here.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, this
Yeah,
is
this is
television.
live.
We
This
are
is
telling
tele-
your
your
Oh,
vision.
y'all live?
Yeah.
Make sure I don't have no eye buggers.
They looking at you.
We
They
are
looking
telling
at
your
you.
vision as we
Ooh, he's a
See.
trifling.
Absolutely. But he is a bomb photographer, and
Thank
I'm
you,
so
thank you,
glad
thank you, thank you.
that he is here. He's a friend of mine. He is a friend of mine. Okay.
We go back. Shout out to James.
Yes,
Ooh.
a McCray Multimedia.
Yeah.
He put me in connection with Justin. And at the time, you know, the part that's so crazy, and it just speaks to what it means to have a passion and how you can develop that to be everything that you want it to be. At the time, Justin was still working a 9 to 5. Like,
Hey, now.
you know, and now, like, Justin's 9 to 5. Well, actually, it's not. It's like just 24/7.
Okay.
Is, you know, photography.
Passion over paycheck.
That's right.
Listen,
Progress, not perfection.
Hey, I won't need to.
I feel
Come
a
through.
shout. I feel a shout.
Listen, come through. But I definitely, I mean, I was so glad and honored to have him on board. And I think, you know, one of the things that we talk about in IAG is supporting each other.
Yes.
And here in the DMV, it just seems like it takes so much more time to get that support, you know. And, you know, Justin, how have you seen your support change? Or in the beginning, what were you doing to try to, you know, surpass that feeling of like, man, when are people going to take me seriously? I'm posting and posting and posting.
So, like, it's crazy. I literally just had a conversation with one of my friends the other day about how this area is like, if you make it out of this area, you can make it anywhere. Because, the critique is so tough. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? People are judgmental. And the thing about it is, I feel like it's more talented people. And I'm just talking about outside the scope of photography, but music, art, all that. Like, it's a lot of talent out here. But you don't have enough people actually backing you, you know what I mean? And I'm talking
Yes.
about real support, not
Yeah.
people just saying they're going to help you or they going to like a pick. I'm talking about people showing up, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, I mean, I ran into a lot of situations in the beginning. So, like she said, I had a 9 to 5, and then I was doing this. Then I decided that I was going to quit. And I don't know what switched in me, but I know that I was tired of being somebody that I wasn't. And I fell in love with the passion of photography and doing videography. And I told myself that I knew that people would do that to me, you know what I mean? So I started out just being okay at it and kind of developing my skills. Like, I self-taught myself everything, you know what I mean? And I had a couple people get on board, and then they kind of just left, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was disappointed at one point, but then I was in a space where I wasn't working so well, where I could actually be myself. I wasn't in that space no more, so I was myself. So I'm like, man, if I could dedicate my time. So it literally came to a point, to answer your question, like, I was so one with myself that I didn't care about what people thought about my work. You know what I mean? And that's part of what it is for me. Like, what I get to do, I get to meet people, I get to travel. I had quit my job. I had got a gig with Sharice, and we was in Philly like less than a week later. You know what I'm saying? And then right before that,
Hey.
I end up going to
Sharice
Paid, by the way.
Jones.
Shout out to Sharice Jones. Shout out to James again, too.
JC1 voice.
But and before that, I was able to go to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And those two things right there, a week after me quitting my job, was like my sign. Like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. But I was able to meet people and be creative. And when I'm able to do that, I don't care who likes it at that point. You know what I mean? Because I get to open up spirits and open up places and art to people that necessarily didn't see things that I'm able to see behind the camera.
Absolutely. I mean, that is. Let's clap it up for that. 'Cause that is beautiful. Okay, sexual chocolate. Okay, I'm gonna just drop the microphone because we can't drop these.
This is an Oprah Winfrey moment.
Listen. Okay.
Get it, Oprah.
But I'm passionate
I'm
though. This
gay.
is what you get. You know what I'm saying? When you're working with me, man, I want to leave that impression. You know what I mean? And I want people to feel me before I even arrive. So, like, it's deep for me, and I like being able to come here and talk about it. This is my first actual interview to do, and I, like Cherie said, this is like full circle. Like, she was there from day one, and now I'm past that. You funny as a mug. And it's just like, man, I'm glad that I'm good enough for her to even recognize that the woman that had me on her show. So
That is amazing.
Listen. Okay, this is a television show
has.
for right people. So, yeah, definitely, you are most certainly worth it. You are most certainly adamant. You're humble. I think there's nothing sweeter than being with somebody who organically starts from one level and you can see the progression and you've been there and the support is loyal. And I mean, that's my heart. You know, as I've said many of times that, you know, being loyal is there. I mean, Justin gave me a platform to come on. He originally had a radio show.
Sure did.
And it was One Love, 1,000.
yes, indeed.
And that was the rhyme that I was doing. And he was like, good God. Yeah, I was like, "Oh, you go, boy!" But I was excited because he took me to a different level before I started, like doing the whole independent radio circuit. And I mean, that's the support we're talking about.
Exactly.
Like, you're not talking about the support of I like a picture or what have you, because it is frustrating. Let's be honest, right?
Yes.
You get to a point where you're like, "Dang, I know I'm grinding," and there's people out here not knocking their hustle, but they get like 25,000 likes, and it'd be like,
it's people, it's people knocking the hustle too. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. And like, you have to know, like, even with your radio stuff, it's people that's gonna knock the hustle and say they not knocking the hustle. You know what I mean? Because look, at the end of the day, I'd rather you tell me, I'd rather you show me than tell me what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? And like, when you putting in a lot of groundwork, you kind of get immune to it, but you also get tired of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you see that, like, when people really doing what they say, or when you really doing what you say, you get more reward out of it. You know what I mean? And it set an expectation and a bar for yourself.
Well, you know, that bar has risen. I mean,
thank you.
You know, started from the bottom. Not really. I just
Now
think
we here.
Well, I think he was already kind of there. Like his grind was already there. He is a visionary. So for it to metamorphosize into you doing that vision behind the lens, it's just only fitting,
Thank
right?
You speaking so highly of me right now. I'm dark skinned, but my cheeks turning red.
Okay, let's focus. So what is your creative process, right? Because
so when I meet up with people, especially since like this is my full-time job, I always separate the business from the creative part of it. So I always tell them, before I even talk about money, I want to see if we have a creative connection first.
Okay.
And that's important with me and how I deliver the product that I deliver to people. You know, I don't even like calling it a product, but that's what it is for me. You know what I mean? I want to get up with you. I want to vibe with you. I want to have a creative direction, whether it's you or me consulting you. I want to make sure that we match, because what I don't want to do is get up with somebody that's completely not photogenic, and then we just take bad pictures. You know what I'm saying? And I've done that before.
I'm an Instagram model.
So, all right. So let me explain it different, right? So, if you're not photogenic, right, but if you take a candid picture at a party, the picture could come out lit. But now we got a photo shoot that's focused on you, and you just got this facial expression that just stay in one place the whole time. You know what I mean? Like. It's literally like a connection with people. So at the end of the day, like, you really gotta have like some creative thought, or you gotta know what you want. You know what I mean? Some people just want to take pictures, and then like no, you can't do that. You know what I mean? Your face not right. Your body posture isn't right. A lot of those things can't come.
So you've been doing.
Huh?
I mean,
you direct them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I mean, so once again, it's kind of now I was able to do this in radio, but with photography, you wearing your emotion, you know what I mean? So like some people can play it off and go through it, but I can tell when you uncomfortable, you know what I mean? And people want photo shoots and know that they're uncomfortable. Yeah. People want to have photo shoots and people are shy. Yeah, but my job though is to talk you through that. You know what I mean? And that's the whole point. You're funny.
Listen, talk to me.
That's the creative connection, man. And if we could vibe there, then the possibilities of the photo shoot can go anywhere. And I honestly, truthfully believe that. You know what I mean? But when you come through and you indecisive, it just
wow, that sounds familiar. I don't know if that was shade or not. Just kidding. But I think, as an artist, where did you climax in terms of saying, I just want to take pictures, right? Because let me talk into the microphone. Where did it come from? Like,
so it started. So once again, it's one of those things to touch back on what you was talking about. It came full circle. Before I got into radio and music and everything, my favorite superhero, and I love telling the story, I'm glad you asked this. Mm-hmm. My favorite superhero is Spider-Man. Peter Parker was a photographer. So that's the first reason why I even picked up a camera. Mm-hmm. I took pictures and took very good pictures, but never paid no attention to it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I was like, man, I want to do this. I want to draw. I want to do all this stuff. So I kind of got back to it when I was just about to leave my job. And I was I had my own internet radio show, and I was making my own promotional clips for IG and for just for pictures, videos and pictures. I made my flyers, and somebody was asking me like, "Who taking your pictures for your flyers? Where you getting them from?" I was like, "I'm doing them." They was like, "Will you take pictures for me?" I was like, "You damn right, I take pictures for you." So I really just kind of jumped into it, and when I took my camera out. And I got the opportunity to go to Philly with you. When I got the opportunity to go to Atlanta to shoot a video. And then I started meeting people. And then I started connecting. Like, the connectivity is what made me feel like I climaxed. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, no matter what art is, it's your interpretation of what it actually is. You know what I'm saying? And what people see it to be. And people judge stuff quick as I don't know what with a negative taste to it when you don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? When you go in deep and you just try to understand versus putting a bad taste on it, you'll realize that anything could be art. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what photography was. So it wasn't like the climax came from me being able to have a connectivity with people and really getting in touch with my spirit, like being peaceful, being able to sense energy. Like that is.
You're big on energy. Like if I'm around
so
Justin, he'll be like, "Wait a minute."
Energy
is telling me
is
you're hungry right now. I'm like,
underestimated.
What's
I always
here?
say, so my motto is energy is the realest thing nobody can see. You know what I'm saying? You might not can't see it, but you can feel it, man. And I'm telling you.
Yeah, I had a conversation earlier about energy.
So like, and when you say climax, you feel that climax. You know what I mean? And I didn't even have to be in the moment of actually taking a picture, but I'm like, yeah, this is my ticket. You know what I mean? And this is my way to living my life instead of just existing. So like.
Yeah, and the one thing that I can say about Justin is that he was inclusive, right? Like I remember we were supposed to go somewhere. We needed to shoot something in promo version for the concert that I was having.
Warm Daddies.
At Warm Daddies. And he was like, listen, okay, we just need to go. And I'm like, Justin, I'm not dressed for this. He's like, I don't care. Just go with me. Just get in the car and just go. And then he, like, similar to what I felt like when I was in Philly, where people just saying, come on, Reese, let's go. And then you walk into somebody's house and you're like, wait a minute, this is who? Like, wait a minute, this is somebody of significance. And there was an introduction. And I think one of the things that I've noticed about Justin is that he knows how to network to the right degree. I think there's a distinct difference between people just trying to do everything or what have you. But how did you transition into being the blogger's photographer?
So I actually got the idea for somebody. Somebody gave me the idea, and I always give her credit for it because once again, it was one of those situations where I wouldn't have actually got it unless I met her. You know what I mean? So she hit me up and she was like, you should change your name to the blogger photographer. And I was like, I love that. That's a good idea. And my style of shooting, which is ironic because somebody asked me, what's your genre? And I kind of got smart with him. I was like, what's my genre? My goal is to take a good picture regardless. You know what I mean?
Whole time.
And that's really what it was. You know what I'm saying? But I was in my way. You know what I mean? So when I grew and I felt like it was the lifestyle, so like lifestyle photography, this is really what it is, because it has motion. It has emotion. It has colors. It's vibrant, and it's all about what the story is inside the actual image. So it's always, if you go to my page, Ola Photography on IG, I always put captions up.
Nice plug.
And my
We were gonna do
captions,
it. Yeah.
and my oh yeah, I guess it was. You funny as a mug. But my cap, I literally like I'm sitting here explaining it to y'all. Before I post my pictures, I literally think of the caption right then and there. It's nothing that's planned. Or it's a situation where when I posted, I know exactly what moment I was in when I took that picture. So everything for me is like storytelling. Everything for me is like energy, and that's basically like how I do my job. Like, and how, it's not even a job, but it's how I live my life.
Yeah, and you're showing children how to do photography at a young age. I mean, you are giving back community-wise and otherwise and music-wise and Trey Song-wise. And I mean, it's all good, you know what I'm saying?
You saw that, huh?
I mean, you know, that was one of them times when you could have been like, Reese, let's go. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. You know, I still love you, boo.
I seen him twice, too, you know.
And notice how he mentioned that twice. But anyway, well, we most certainly are very proud of you.
Yes.
We at IAG support you.
Thank you.
We at IAG.
And I support y'all, too.
Yeah. Yeah, we will have a photo shoot, okay?
Yeah, I'm down, man.
I want a
come
photo
down
shoot.
here.
Listen.
She want a personal photo.
Hold time.
Pass me your card.
He don't need no card, you know what I'm saying? He gonna think, he was like, you look familiar. You were walking down the street when we were driving up, and he was like, I just feel like
they talking like I'm not even right here.
We might know each other because your face is real familiar. We'll chat out.
Okay, listen, absolutely, business-wise, you will chat. But anyway, we are very glad that you came, and you are our first independent artist as a photographer in the building.
That's dope! Hey! Mama, I made it!
Absolutely,
Shout out to B, shout out to P, shout out to Z, shout out to everybody that loves me.
Well, we love you, boo. So that's all that
too,
matters. Let's listen to some more music real quickly. And thank you, Justin, for being here.
All right, one love, one
Photography. One love, one thou.
Yay.
Okay. We're going live. Going back on.
Fade. Yeah.
That was nice.
Y'all like that? Y'all like
Yeah.
that? You know we always got to shout out some DMV people.
Please.
So that's Saba, and I believe it's pronounced Abraha. This song was called 11 a.m. So she's Ethiopian.
All right,
and she
yes.
lives in Maryland.
All right,
she had dropped this EP for this song in 2016 called How Fly. So check it out. She's done a lot of dope stuff.
How Things Fly.
Yeah, How Things Fly. Check her out. Saba.
Absolutely. So again, as we hit the plug, follow us on IAG Radio Show on all forms of social media, and most certainly, if you are an independent artist, if you know of an independent artist, tag them on our actual flyers that you see on social media, and just let us know by sending your MP3s, your quality MP3s to IAGRadioshow@gmail.com, and we most certainly will support you.
Show enough. For sure.
Absolutely. Well, this has been a very good show.
Man,
I mean,
it
there have
really
been things
has
that
been.
Justin said that just, makes everything right. You know what I'm saying?
Emanated with me. Like I feel my energy is just like
Your energy.
I'm feeling real zen.
You ready for your photo shoot?
I'm ready for my shoot.
Right. If he was really in his energy, he would have had that.
Do you take? You should rename it to Fluffy Photography. And take pictures of me.
Fluff. Okay. No. Listen, and we're moving on. Okay.
Time out.
Let's talk about in our closing experiences what's been going on. I want to talk briefly. Shout out to Kyla Simone, who helped us to design, even though it was an idea collaboratively, but it was initiated by Bevan. Our T-shirts, our IG brand logo. She most certainly has a Girls and Guitar clinic for anyone who has a guitar, and she's partnering up with Jordan Chase, who's from the Seek and Find project, and they're offering opportunities for musicians to come and learn, and I'm just very, very supportive of that. And that's just IAG in of itself. It's just that collaborative, supportive nature. And so any and all aspiring practicing female guitarists, even if you aren't a female, just come on out. I mean, the registration is there. We posted them, and most certainly we're excited because Kyla will be on our show on May 24th to talk about that. But listen, this week has been more than a notion, and I think the best thing about everything is knowing that every week I get to come here and to do my passion. And if I don't get anything out of this past few days of what has been happening to me, I realized that just like Justin says, it's like you can try to do all these other things, but at the end of the day, unless you're doing your passion, you're always going to run into some kind of roadblock. And this is most certainly a great avenue. And then being able to find a way to make it so that it's profitable and that others can buy in. And I think he said some really great things by the sense of just keep doing it. It doesn't matter if you only get 2 likes. It doesn't. You're going to get haters. I mean, that's part of the game, right? I think we all have them. But it's just continue to be organically, yes you do, be yourself, and to support others in doing it so that your conscience is clear, right? And that's all that it's about. So ladies, where can they find you on social media?
Oh yes, it's TLLUVAN Life.
TL Lovin' Life.
TLLUVAN. That's it's spelled unique. It's a unique way of spelling.
Right.
There we go. See.
And
MS_BE_YOU_NIQUE. That is an Instagram. Miss B Unique.
Absolutely. And then you can find me, your host, Sharice Jones, at Sharice Reese on all forms of social media. We love you. We support you. Most certainly.
Love you.
Tune in next week. Actually, tune in a little bit later. We're going to go live with Justin Featherstone on our social media cipher. We love you.
We
Thank
love
you for another beautiful show. All right. We don't want no problems, big fella.
Yeah.
You don't want no problems, big fella.
IG, baby.
Sign me. You don't want no problems with me. You don't want no problems with me. Just another day, another song, and another show. Up on the stage and the crowd be like, there she go. You don't want no problems with me. You don't want no problems with me. Just another day, another song, and another show. Up on the stage and the crowd be like, there she go. Ooh, I be grinding, writing songs, doing gigs in the studio, recording every day. That's how